Welcome back, universe, to Off the Rails podcast, episode 51 of season 2, our first ever 51st episode of the second season. Woo! In the studio this week, we got the very funny man, Mike Kobin. Hey, Mike, thanks for coming in.
That was for you, Will. I can see you, so blowing you kisses.
Be sure to share this feed. If you share this feed while you're watching, you get a chance to win this, for some frickin' reason, very sought after flamingo stapler.
It's cool as hell.
We've given it away before, and it's almost caused fights. So last week our winner was Dawn. She won the John Cena. You can't see me, John Cena stapler, or not? It's not a stapler. He comes with extra hands. It's pretty cool.
Action figure.
He's a bass player.
That looks way better than the other one. She scored. Whoever got that.
Yep, she did score, but we give one out every week. Next week, we'll be giving something else out. Get ready for season 3 on Big Laugh Comedy Network. But first, are you guys ready for some bad jokes in the bad joke monologue?
Yeah.
No.
Woo! It's almost like Big Laugh should have an intro for this coming up, right? We should have some sort of intro.
Yeah.
All right, bad joke monologue. Let's go. Elliot Page. What's he gonna say? I didn't want to say anything. I just wanted to get everybody's butt all clenched up. Molly almost dropped the show. They're like, "You're gonna ruin your fucking career, dude."
Put your finger up and say Elliot.
Elliot Page. All I did was just say a name, and it's funny how the social justice warriors are like taking their heels in, ready to kill me. William was freaking out. Comedians point out shit like that. All I did was say a name, so it's kind of funny.
You're over explaining it.
She's right.
Yeah. The setup's a little long.
Yeah.
You're over explaining.
Wait a minute. You heard the
It
name.
would have been
monologue.
if you had just said the name.
Monologue.
It would have been
Bad
beautiful.
joke monologue. I think I'm delivering, fuckface. All right. With remote learning taking place, students are failing more than ever. Students say they're having trouble with 2 things: math.
But
Oh my goodness.
You're on the soundboard. Not
I'm-
Well, you got to
We were
slow roll
supposed to
that
make
shit.
it sound
Slow.
there you go.
That was much too gratification. That was much too much.
All right. Studies show that 1 in 3 Americans are binge drinking 4 to 7 drinks at a time.
Rookies.
This study was obviously not done in Wisconsin, where our school bus drivers take that before shift. I go from high end to the low end of the spectrum. I'm on the spectrum, at least.
You
All right.
definitely.
About time you recognize.
Egyptian expert will be drilling into the Great Pyramid of Giza to expose how it was really built. Because fuck mysteries, let's just destroy some shit. Coca-Cola was named world's worst plastic polluter for the 3rd straight year. I mean, I guess it was better than Trojan.
Oh boy. I liked it.
All right.
I liked it.
With unlawful content on Pornhub, MasterCard cuts ties with the porn site. In a weird way, it's almost like Molly and I are getting paid to have more sex now.
Oh.
Meaning,
Shit.
I'll explain it. It's bad joke monologue. I can.
Yeah. Go ahead. Explain it.
All right.
Please do. I want to hear this now too.
Let Molly explain it.
Johnny Depp's career fell with the wife beater accusations, but confirms he was romantic with co-stars Angelina Jolie, Marion Cotillard, and Keira Knightley. And that's Molly's hall pass. So you can see he's into brunettes, Molly. His stock has fallen. If you can take a punch, this might be doable.
Oh, no.
I've been waiting for her to talk about how I accidentally punched her in the face this week.
Oh, my God. Yeah, accidentally, right?
I accidentally
Well,
headbutted my
So
girl one time.
he's teaching me how to like spar because there was a show that we were watching and they were joking around and I was like ducking and weaving and being like funny and trying to block him and I ducked right into a fake uppercut and it immediately cut my lip open and
Oh
gave
my
me
God.
like a blood blister.
I wasn't even
Oh my
worried
God.
about her. I was worried about me. Going high as
That's the
so
first thought that would hit the head.
Like, I don't care if she's okay. I'm going to jail.
Which explains why you went to a dentist this week.
Oh, damn
That
it.
was after
Everything's
that.
against me.
Yeah, right. That explains a lot.
Yeah.
All right. California churches are now operating temporarily as strip clubs to avoid the poison muke rules. People thought it was going to be tongue-in-cheek joke, but with priests in charge, the altar boys came out to "It's Raining Men" in Magic Mike garb.
Oh boy.
You got an old boy from Will. You know it's rough when you get that.
He's shaking his head at you.
SpaceX high-altitude flight crashed into a fiery wreck when attempting to land. Elon Musk called it a success because it reached the height he didn't expect it to. Now that's a glass half full kind of guy. He also called the Titanic a success because it kept all those wops and micks from stealing our potatoes.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Moving up in the world. 7th earthquake strikes Wichita in 2 weeks. Sounds like someone is pissed off about turning churches into strip clubs. Keep tripping in California, and I'm gonna hit Wichita with another.
I've been waiting for that for years, though. Strip clubs and churches combined. Go
Yeah.
pay a woman and go confess your sins right after. It's the perfect scenario.
Not bad.
Yeah.
All right.
I tip extra for that.
Erectile dysfunction pill Avcare is being recalled because the bottles were wrongly packed with an antidepressant. The pills, people kept the pills, saying that living with ED is not as hard as it used to be.
Means two things.
Yeah, the pills were called "My Cop's Still a Floppin'." French Army gets the go-ahead to develop augmented soldiers. They will have extra pair of arms raised and will surrender no matter what. They will never stop, never feel remorse or pity. They will never sleep until they completely give up.
Absolutely. You hit the nail on the head.
And as long as we're going on downward spiral, William, you got something to say.
Yeah, I'm not really doing
No problem.
a monologue today, but I was actually supposed to speak at a memorial for a friend of mine tomorrow, which I won't be able to attend because I am not able. So I just want to say a few words about a former coworker. I went in the first day and I had this weird accent, and I felt a little out of place. And this guy kind of made me feel at ease, took me under his wing. He talked to me, and we kind of became friends. And it was almost like we were brothers, We had a lot of the same taste in music. We had a lot of the same taste in food. He loved New Orleans. He's a big Neville Brothers fan. And we were pretty good friends. The thing about this guy is he would always say this. Whenever anyone would ask if we could do something, he would say, if we can't do it, it can't be done. And then he would duck out early, leaving us to do the work. It's because he wasn't an inside cat. He was an outside cat, Working in the office, I don't think it was the thing for him, because anytime there was construction around, he would always go, well, look out the window and go and talk to the people. And how are you doing this? And how are you doing that? They tore down, I don't know if you, the Johnson Control building that they tore down across the street from our building. It's there on I'm so frazzled in my mind, on Michigan Street, right across the street from us. So they tore the old building down, and they had these huge lion heads, like across the building. And then when they took them down, they put them on the ground. So he goes over there and he asked the guy, hey, can I get one of those lion heads? And the guy said, yeah, for 10 grand. I was like, I was just going to put it in my yard. He said, I'm like, dude, 10 grand. It's a bargain. But he was a little insulted by that, But he always had a side hustle, even though we worked at the bank together, mutual fund services. He would drive a cab in the weekends, and he bartended. He did taking care of a building, whatever you call that. Man is an apartment building. Yeah, and he built fences. He got this equipment. He built a fence around his house. He did such a good job that neighbors started asking, "Hey, can you build a fence?" And he did that for a while too. So like we were kind of working together during 9/11. During the OJ verdict, we heard, "Oh, the OJ verdict is out." So let's walk down to my house during lunch and we'll hear the verdict. And we heard the OJ verdict together, and we just sat there stunned. And then we had to go back to work. So, I mean, it wasn't all great. I mean, he did annoying things. Like the department phone was right next to my desk. He would be on the phone. He would put his leg up on the desk. Like, "Hey, dude, your nuts are in my face, Like, don't do that. Don't do that." And every day he would borrow my newspaper. I thought, to take it, go on break. Okay, no problem. So one day I was walking in the bathroom. I see him coming out of the stall with my newspaper under his arm. I'm like, what the fuck? I eat lunch with that newspaper, man. You can't borrow my newspaper. You're taking it in the toilet. So that kind of messed things up, But we used to go to lunch a lot, found a lot of lunch places around town. And this is the thing. Whenever he liked something, he would say, "It's the best." And he would do that little waggle with him. The best. Bob Dylan, the best. So his name was Pat, and we had another coworker named Paul. And the thing is that we had a guy from the Middle East that worked with us, and he said his P's like they were B's. So Pat and Paul were bat and ball. And I was telling him one day sarcastically that he was like the muscle in the department, because he really wasn't, but we were just messing with him. And I say, "You're the muzzle." That's what the guy from the Middle East called him. Instead of the muscle, they started calling him the muzzle. And then that became his nickname, the muzzle. And he told me like weird stories when he was a kid. So I got to tell you this one story, and it's probably you're going to regret hearing it. He told me when he was a kid, he was in George Webb's, and he saw this guy using a ketchup bottle. And before he put the top on, he licked the bottle. And then he laughed. He licked the bottle. And it's like, "You fucking ruined it for me. Now, I can't go to a restaurant and use bottled ketchup." Maybe somebody's licked it, I need to have ketchup packets now. He ruined it for me. But anyway, we used to tease each other. We would do bits. We had a girl one time who she was an atheist, and one time she sneezed, and I accidentally said "God bless you" to her, and she's like, "Hey man, don't shove your God down my throat." And I was like, "Listen, I was throwing him up your sinuses from down your throat." And so when she sneezed the next time, I just said, "Ew, gross," because it's easier. You don't have to get into the whole thing. And then everybody, when people started sneezing, instead of saying "God bless you," we would all say "Ew, gross," and laugh. It's the funniest thing. Especially, we had some visitors come through, clients, and we didn't realize who was sneezing. And one of them sneezed, and somebody said, "Ew, gross." And, it's not a good thing. So the bosses told us, "Knock it off." So we had fun doing that. So we knocked it off. So we decided we would God bless her to death. So anytime anybody sneezed after, it was like, "God bless you." And you say, "God bless you too." And then we said, "God bless us, everyone." And then we did that for a while. So the Middle Eastern guy used to call him the muzzle, and he said the muzzle is very lazy. And then he would say, "Look who's talking. Look who's talking too. Look who's talking now." And then we did that whole bit too. But anyway, I just want to give a little tribute to him and say he was the best. I saw him 2 weeks ago. Him and his wife, they have moved to San Antonio and have been gone for years. They moved back to Kenosha area, and they came by for a visit. And I was glad I was able to see him before this happened. It was just a sudden thing. I don't know what happened. He couldn't breathe, and then boom, he was gone just like that. And I just wanted to share a few memories of him, and that's all I have.
All right. Thanks, William. Thank you. All right. Hit it.
Hello, universe. Welcome to Off the Rails with Tom and Mark.
All right, welcome back, Universe, to Off the Rails podcast. We're here with Mike Kobin, and it's about to get crazy. Woo! We're going to do a bunch of comedian stuff. William's got the poison muke. He's remoting in. But first, what do we always like to do, Molly?
Hot seat?
Shut up, Molly.
Just push the button.
It's 45
I'm
minutes.
waiting to do like the air drum, like
got
most of
this
you
thing in
guys.
front Woo! All right, Mike, you ready for the hot seat?
Sure thing.
It don't frickin' matter. You're on it. All right. You get the ability to push in your nose and a condiment comes out of your belly button. Molly likes that already. What condiment are you choosing?
Oh,
Anytime you want.
mayo probably, and I know I'm
Ugh.
part of
Mayo?
Yeah,
Ugh,
sandwich,
gross.
man. I like hoagies.
But think about how that would look.
Ugh,
Everything looks
gross.
pleasant.
What if you lay on your back and jerk off and accidentally slap your
See,
nose
now
and you
you're
don't know which
ruining
one?
mayo.
You don't know which one is which.
Was it mayo or was it?
Well, I guess if you're going by looks, then
Well, no, it's by what you want. It's
I would prefer mayo.
Yeah, but
I-
but
Ugh,
some-
gross.
What about
It
ranch?
looks like a fucking pimple popping. Ugh, gross.
Yeah, but it depends. See, there's all sorts of ranches. There's only like 3 mayos, right?
Yeah.
There's only like
Miracle Whip,
Yeah,
Hellman's, and
the generic.
generic.
Yeah. So I mean, I haven't
Blue
got a
plate.
better chance of getting
So-
a good mayo than a good ranch.
Missy
So,
said
so,
she
so,
thought.
so you're eating a sandwich, and let's say you just finished jerking off. You got a little, like, you might hit your nose. So,
Just-
so,
Oh,
It's just-
God.
so which one are you wiping? You're like, do I go higher or do I go lower?
You got unlimited,
Yeah.
dude. You wipe it all and you
Why you
start
gotta
with a
go
prep.
there?
No, you start with a press.
Wait, what? I picked the wrong one.
It
Missy
depends on
said
the
she thought
sandwich.
you said condom instead of condom.
Condom.
Yeah.
Condoms pop out of your belly button.
No, I think that would
I'm
be
going
kind
with
of funny,
Heinz
man.
57 sauce. Heinz
Somebody jabs you in
57
the
for me.
face and mayo squirts out your bottom of your
Oh,
shirt.
sweet. Been waiting to eat this hoagie in my pocket here. Let me
I-
pull that out.
I didn't know you enjoyed
Oh,
it.
And you gotta
I'm
lick
gonna
up your
punch him in the face till this sandwich is good.
Yeah, that's all. Hey, maybe even a little brown mustard, maybe a mixture.
Ooh.
Is that possible? Like get a little mayo mustard mixture.
I'll allow mustard, ketchup, and mustard at the same time.
No, you got to get the fry sauce, the mayo
No, the
and
secret
ketchup.
Thousand Island ketchup and mayo. Yeah,
Oh, you
Yeah.
just sold me. Never mind. I switch it.
that's what you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna go
Mayo
with?
Put up fries.
William, what are you going with?
I'm gonna go with Tabasco because it can also work as a weapon. Right in the eyes. Pow! Punch him and
Go.
squirt him in the eye with Tabasco.
You gotta
Come on,
really pump it.
Louisiana boy always has to have
I don't know. That's a
Tabasco.
liquidy hot sauce. That might work. You
Drip.
could just with his belly too. You could just shake.
Yeah,
that
you could
thing
pump it
going
into your-
everywhere.
You could pump it into your hand and throw it.
When I was in the army, I used to carry a bottle of Tabasco in my ammo pouch. No kidding. And people would come, hey man, you got some of that Tabasco?
That's
'Cause
why you
we
had to
out
retire
there-
from the army because they're like that's where a bullet goes and that's way better than a Tabasco sauce.
Hey, I had 2 ammo pouches. One for ammo
Get 'em out of
and
ammo.
one for Tabasco. It made the food tolerable. When you're out in the field, that food sucks. You throw some Tabasco, you can eat anything, man. It's great.
Huh? This guy wants mayo. Molly, what are you going with? I know what you. Go ahead.
Oh, I said ranch.
Ranch.
Why? What would you say? I like the hot sauce idea too, though.
All right. Push
What
your
about you,
nose,
Mike?
Toss out the belly.
Michael, what about you?
Hot sauce, yeah.
I'm conflicted now.
He's conflicted.
I'd have to go with ketchup. Ketchup's like the most, normal, common, right? So anytime anyone was a ketchup, hang on a second, hey, bring that hot dog over here.
Oh, gross. Who's going to
Yeah,
want
but you
something out
get
of your
a turkey
body?
sandwich. You don't want to squirt ketchup on that.
True, but backyard barbecues,
No.
maybe a barbecue sauce. would be-
Ooh, barbecue's a
Yeah,
great
backyard
idea.
Barbecues, you'd be the hit.
Yeah,
of the
you
party.
can't go
Sweet Baby
wrong
Ray?
with barbecue.
Yeah, little sweet baby.
Yeah,
Ray.
sweet baby Ray.
Yeah,
It's got to be something red so you can just get out of work. Be like,
That's why you
"Burp,
wanted
my
ketchup."
appendix burst.
Yep.
Look, I gotta go. Another appendix burst today, guys.
You're giving ideas to people.
I'm done. All right, you're president of the world, and you know that aliens exist. Do you tell the people?
Well, first off, they don't. Thought they really did, actually.
We got stories on that coming up. That's where that's. Do you tell
Uh,
the public? Do you think everybody can handle it?
I think nowadays, yeah. I'd
If
say
you're
yeah.
president and they handled that, aliens existed.
Hey, if I'm the president and they didn't handle it, I am incognito. I am gone. I'll take Air Force One and get the hell out of Dodge. Man. You kidding me?
And they go, "Boop, where's Air Force One?"
Flying over Fiji right now.
Yeah.
Okay, send that missile there.
Currently in Bora Bora.
All right, what's your go-to breakfast cereal?
Fruity Pebbles.
All right, that's my kind of guy.
Oh,
Fruity
I don't
Pebbles.
get how people can eat cornflakes, Rice Krispies, Chex. I don't know how they.
Cheerios is mine.
Oh my gosh,
That
dude.
feels like a personal attack, sir.
I'm sorry. I'm
Plain?
sorry.
Do you know like Cinnamon Toast Crunch is real?
That's gross.
Look, listen, it's good the
Yeah.
first half of that box, and when you get down near the bottom, especially that last bowl, it's gross. It's too much of that crap.
Well,
The
it's not
Cinnamon
like
Toast
that
Crunch.
cookie cereal where it's just like
Cookie
you're pouring cookies right into a
Dude,
bowl. That seems a little
Give me
much.
some actual cinnamon toast, not that nasty sugary cereal.
It's
That's
crunchy though too. Cinnamon toast crunch.
William,
So is actual toast.
so
What's up, buddy?
here's your chance. You can't taste anything, so I would expand your cereal
There you go.
repertoire.
What
Well,
would
you know what
eat
I
if
would?
you
I would
didn't
go
eat
with
anything?
any
Like
chocolate
Molly's
cereal.
ass.
Chocolate cereal with chocolate milk. I would do it up, man. Count chocolate with chocolate milk, or
That's
the
too much
little,
chocolate. You're
the little.
talking about
Yeah, no.
Vanilla.
Yeah,
What's the
the
point if
Rice
you taste-
Krispies.
I got the real
Cocoa
question.
Krispies, Cocoa Krispies with chocolate milk. Are you kidding me? That's
Since
too
you
much.
can't taste anything with the poison muke, would you suck mayo out of my stomach and just let me pump it?
I'm not that big a fan of mayo. I'm a bigger
You
fan of
can't
my.
taste it, dude. You just gotta swallow. Just relax.
It's gross.
It was
It's
like
gross.
the Tabasco sauce then.
All right. Well, I can't taste that either. I can't taste anything.
Back in the
I don't think condiments coming out of somebody's bodies very appetizing. Honestly,
No, it's not. That's the point.
That's the point, dude. All right. Would you pass a cop car doing 5 under?
I wouldn't do anything illegal passing a cop car.
It's not illegal. They're doing 5 under the speed limit.
They'd see my ass and assume something illegal. They have no idea. They would pull me over.
Do you
in
know
a
the strings we
heartbeat.
had to pull to let you into Grafton?
Yeah. It took me forever to get permission to live out here.
dude, there was a lot of letters that needed to be written to the Chamber of Commerce. It was terrible. It was the whole thing, dude. You have no idea what we went through.
We
That was a fake
For you to
mayo.
walk through God.
Colin bullshit. You don't want mayo at all, dude. It's fucking Frank's Red Hot. You know it.
But I wasn't gonna be
Racist.
stereotypical.
Yep.
So I went
Racist, man.
That's a
direction and said
witness
mayo,
protection answer if I ever heard one.
and it's got to be Hellman's mayo. That's-
Listen, man, he's half white. He went with the white side.
I did it. What do you do? I'm surrounded by white people. Of course I am.
You can't get out.
By the way,
That's what I'm saying.
Dude.
we have a comment that's reaffirming that someone is never eating at our house.
Starting to wonder if it's the poison mute comment that's cutting the viewership.
Oh,
Jeez.
all right. What's a music or a movie so bad it's good? And I have something I got to bring up for this, but anybody can jump in while you're thinking.
Cool.
Movie so bad it's
Well, you know what? I've heard
Leprechaun in
it's one
space.
of the worst movies ever. Sylvester Stallone, Paradise Alley, and I love it. I freaking love it. It's about 3 brothers in New York, in I don't know the 30s or 40s, but I've heard so many horrible things about it.
Well,
Oh my god!
everything Sylvester Stallone is is
Check.
horrible.
this out. Mario Lopez is playing a hunky Colonel Sanders in a Lifetime
This isn't
KFC.
real.
This is freaking real.
Oh my goodness!
What is this?
He looks like Eugene Levy.
Is he supposed to be a young crew?
Dude,
You guys wanna
no
watch it?
way.
Yeah, let's watch.
Well, they're going to give away the 7 herbs and spices.
I think I'm falling for the new chef.
This is real.
Why is he Colonel? Isn't he Hispanic?
Yes.
This should be like a tamale fucking movie or something.
Pollos Hermanos.
He's got a
Nice
secret
promo,
recipe.
Look, see the brother in the background is like, you stole my recipe. What are you doing, buddy?
Mom, I have to tell you something. We have a problem.
Get out of here.
That's Colonel
What
Sanders.
is happening right now?
I'll take care of this.
So they're making it like a drama.
Lifetime movie. It's like a Lifetime movie.
Yeah.
It is. It's a Lifetime movie.
The new chef.
That's Eugene Levy. That is Eugene Levy.
I
So
sadly want to watch.
how did he go from being a Latino to a Jew? I mean, that's some great freaking makeup artist.
Missy
know-
says
No,
you-
I don't think he looked a little like
That's the only way you can grow any sort of facial hair. It was perfect for Colonel Sanders. He got the little chin hair right here and the mustache, the Raleigh fingers going on.
Yeah.
He is a beautiful man. Let's just say that.
We'll
He's
say
a
that.
handsome guy.
we have a Emily Healy saying Mac and Me. Is
Oh,
her
Mac
movie?
and Me. Yeah, I remember Mac and Me. It was. I had to watch it. I watched it a lot actually.
William with
That
the
had Meathead in it.
William with the beautiful man comment. You've had a lot of time in seclusion, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Almost 24 hours.
You're about to
dude.
have some more.
Quite
Get ready.
a bit.
All right. What's an unpopular opinion you have? Which I'll give you a couple examples to let you think. I don't like McDonald's hash browns. That would be unpopular. I think Spinal Tap and Monty Python suck.
Me too.
You too? Okay.
Mhm.
I don't like Apples to Apples or any Phase 10 or any game of chance where my athletic ability and intelligence doesn't give me a proper advantage.
You don't like losing.
I don't like losing, but that's a.
I don't like TV.
You don't like
in general.
TV.
Nah, not really. Kinda
Would you like to be on TV?
Would you watch TV if you
I
were
gotta
on
take
it?
that back. Take that back.
I like certain shows, but like most TV is all just redoing. Like there's like 3 unmasking shows right now on TV. Like
Oh, yeah.
unmasked singer, unmasked dancer,
I love
unmasked
Masked Singer.
choreographer.
It's like I saw when they
unmasked
did it in
artist.
Scooby Doo, man. What's the big deal?
it's-
When are they gonna bring unmasked stripper back?
See, now that's something I'd watch.
There you go.
If there's a couple of strippers going
You
on
do
now,
like
now,
TV.
yeah. Well,
I like
like
the computer.
I like movies, but I don't like TV. TV
Okay.
is
That's fair.
so I'd have to say that.
William, unpopular opinion you got.
I'm very popular. I just, I don't have anything unpopular. I mean, I do, but it's political and
Don't
it's
worry about
religious, so we can't discuss that shit.
No.
Molly likes not sugary cereal.
I do.
Yeah, that's
Grandma cereal.
It's
Yeah.
That's unpopular.
Why? Why is that unpopular? It feels like you're eating something healthy. You don't have too much sugar in it. I mean, that's not bad.
Do you put strawberries or anything in it, or you just eating like checks?
Oats,
as
like you
checks?
took it off the horse's fucking feed bag and put it on you.
Missy asked if you were going to apply for that one, Tom. I'm guessing she's meaning unmasked stripper.
With my
what
figure,
I'm gonna
everyone
guess.
would get it right away.
Oh my God, that's Tom. I know it. I
Your
know it.
tattoo.
All right, what's your favorite Christmas movie? And I got something here to show too.
White
This is a
Christmas.
Pretty loaded question.
White
Okay.
Christmas, the blandest, non-sugary cereal Christmas movie. You can
Fuck off.
A Wonderful Life. Oh, Jimmy, right? I had never even seen it, so
I don't watch TV. I thought I told you.
It's okay, 'cause-
Jimmy Stewart and is that One Life to Live? I don't even know.
It's a wonderful life, is what you're trying to say. It's a
Oh,
wonderful life.
all right.
You don't have to appease the viewer.
And that's your favorite. What's your least favorite?
I've never even seen it, so I was.
My favorite is Christmas Vacation, without a doubt.
Okay.
I love Christmas
solid.
Vacation.
Tom's going to say Die Hard.
I was.
And the Home Alone movies are also
trying to
good
think
for
of a Black
Christmas.
Christmas.
Trading Places, another good Christmas movie.
Jingle Jangle. That was one.
Oh, Forrest Whitaker. No, I was talking like a How High type Christmas movie with
Yeah,
like
well.
Method Man and Red Man or something in there.
All right.
Well, we share the same opinion.
William said Home Alone, and Pierce Morgan keeps getting asked this, which I thought was
Oh my God, I
hilarious.
saw this. This is awesome.
If he was the pigeon lady in Home Alone,
Oh my God!
And they
Oh
go,
my God! That
and
is
he's like,
very
"I'm not
similar.
her."
Poor Piers.
He looks just like
He
her.
really kind of does actually. It's
I think that's that
Sure.
Irish actress that was also played Mike Myers' mother in So I Wanted to Marry an Axe Murderer.
It's a great movie.
So I Married an Axe Murderer. That played. I think that's the same woman that played his mother.
Well, it's
She's
not
great.
Morgan, so
That's
Yeah, there is a resemblance. So,
We're straight in there.
and I believe it's Piers, not Pierce. It's Piers.
Years.
Oh, my
Get it right.
Thanks for
Get it right there,
for it.
Chachi.
Years.
Just like Day.
Piers.
Yep.
Gotcha.
If you could lose, or you can either lose all of your memories or not make new ones. Whew. God, I'd love to forget. Start over from now or never remember again.
Man, I'd have to say start over because some sort of memory, right?
At least people can kind of fill you
Yeah.
in the history.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty much like Alzheimer's.
It'd be
isn't it?
fun
Right?
too to be reminded of all the stupid shit you did, because I mean that's all people want to do. So it'd be like, Mike, remember that time? You're like, nah, I don't remember anything. I remember from day one.
Oh, there's a lot of those.
Right, but it would kind of be fun because then you could kind of like humorize yourself and kind of bring things back, and you could enjoy that part of life again because you're like, you don't remember it.
I don't want to relive my past.
Well, what about your loved ones that are gone and you would lose all memory of them?
Oh,
And for me,
You
I
I
can't give
gave
that
my
up.
answer. Well, damn it.
and you got to
I
wreck
can't
it.
give that up. I
Right.
can't give that up. No, I can't.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Man.
I have too many good memories of loved ones that are no longer here that I want to
Yeah, but-
continue to have.
But think how good it would be for your family to tell you about this person again, and you could enjoy the memory again instead of just,
Look, if I can't remember shit, my family's not going to want to even talk to me. They're going to put me in an institution.
Well, William, after your memoriam, we're going to lose our memories, and someone's going to tell us about you. So
I feel bad for Molly if she's like, wait, he's my boyfriend? For 11 years? What's wrong with me?
Did I get hit in the head or something? Yes, you did.
The hell am I psycho? How did I get it?
Yeah, right now, Molly's like, I would take losing all memories.
Just starting over,
Her
and
face is
I
definitely
don't
saying
remember.
it.
Johnny Depp was a
I
late.
don't know this guy. Get him out of my house.
Who are you?
Just
What?
me and Johnny Depp starting from fresh.
Oh, boy.
So you start over, but then you don't. It's not like you lose your memories every day. and
Nope,
have to
you
start
just,
over.
it's like you're
Just
born
once.
today.
No, it's
Clean
not.
slate.
It's not Groundhog's Day. No.
God,
Isn't Johnny Depp a little old for you, Molly? Seriously.
Yeah, he looks
Get
looks
outta
horrible
here.
too.
He's
Every single
horrible.
day is
Have you
punching.
seen him lately? He's
About it.
nearly 60. Come on, Molly.
I don't squash all of your dreams. And
Right, Molly, you like the memory of how he used to be.
Yes.
You need to
And
spend a
he
little
was
time with
fit.
him today. And I think spend 24 hours with Johnny Depp and you'll change your mind.
Never meet your
Well,
heroes.
okay, so yes, I do like the memory of him
Here we
in
go.
past movies. And would I want to meet him today? Probably not. But I enjoy his old movies and watching him, and
So Tom, let her have her memories.
it's in my head. He smells wonderful, and he's charming and amazing, and
She's getting worked up. I'm gonna have a good
Well,
night.
listen,
He's-
Tom's charming. Tom's amazing. Tom smells okay.
I smell all right.
He's
That's
looking
why
a
you think
little
I
beat
cooked the
up.
You see,
popcorn in
that's why
here.
I said in my head he smells amazing. I don't want to meet him in person.
While we're on the subject, Tom, when you go put a ring on that girl's finger, man?
Exactly. Yes.
I got to do it every show.
you're
Tom.
What is
I
it? 3
see.
months salary? I can throw a twist tie on it right about now.
But I would enjoy watching with meat
Pick and
bubbles.
save and put a quarter in, get one of those.
They just suck on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tom, my ring's gone.
all right. Here's a funny story. How important is a brand new toilet's virginity to you that you bought?
Oh my God. Dude, let me tell you something. I just got a brand new bathroom. I'm sorry for jumping ahead of you. It was the best thing in the world. And I told the guys that installed it, I don't want any of you fuckers using this thing. This thing gets used by me first.
Did you get a bidet?
No, it's just a toilet.
What,
When we did my whole bathroom, they pulled this tub out and I got a freestanding shower, a new toilet, a new sink and everything. And I said, don't you dare fucking use that toilet. I don't want it being used. I'm going to be the first one to use it. And I'm going to be the only one to use it. So if any of you fuckers come over to drink and you ask if you can take a piss, I'm going to tell you to step outside.
I'd rather
That's
anyway.
mine. That's mine. I don't want her being besmudged by you dirtbags.
So what'd you
I'm
name
kidding.
it? What'd you name it?
I'm
You said
kidding.
her. So what'd you name
Yeah,
it?
well, of course it's her. I didn't name it.
Homeowner's handwritten note to a tradesman who took toilet's virginity.
Oh my God! See?
What?
Oh
Dear
shit! I
tradesman,
would have
the
been
toilet in
pissed.
this house is not rightfully yours to use. We are paying for an outdoor toilet. They paid for an outdoor toilet
That's
for them to
respectful.
use. Not
Oh, they
only
probably
did you
got it
take
like
the
a-
virginity of the toilet, but you disrespectably ignored the seal sign, ripped the tape, so it was taped shut. They ripped that open, didn't even read it, shit in their toilet.
All right. So
I agree with them.
So here's the other side. So you've got contractors in your house. Let's say it's a new home construction. So you're gonna I get paying for the toilet. Say you're not going to pay for a toilet for them. So you expect them to go and piss outside and
They got a porta potty.
There's a porta potty out there.
Say you don't. So then you're insulting them. So your electrical work's going to be shitty. Your plumbing's going to be shitty. Everything else in your house will be shitty because you didn't let them take a shit in the
Yeah,
toilet.
but not shitty with their shit.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot of shit talk.
Working something up.
Yeah.
We'll be,
Well, at least
we'll,
at
we'll be
least
right
a
back.
leak.
Yeah, I mean, your whole house is going to burn down because
Doesn't end there.
Well, you
This
don't
is
want
the look at this.
fucking
Molly, share that
construction
again.
guy shitting in your
But
toilet
still,
anyways.
but if he's
That's
gonna
gonna
do-
be
but-
freckled and
but if he's doing my
This is the
electrical work,
second
what-
time
Sausage
I am
and
cleaning
peppers, they're
your
usually
shit from this
Italian.
toilet.
Yes,
This is a
Connected with
criminal
Bob.
act.
What I-
Please don't do it again.
that's what I'm saying. Who
It
wants
still
to
has
walk
the
in there and see
stickers.
someone else freckled their bowl and be like, you couldn't even clean this?
Wait,
Yep.
after
Oh.
After the
Freckles
first
are
note,
balling.
after he ripped the tags off, how does she know he used it again?
it's her fucking toilet. She's not allowed to use it.
She's got a bathroom, a camera in the bathroom, obviously.
Right, but otherwise, unless he
That or
left it
it
dirty.
just smell just walking by the door and she knows
Oh my God!
who was up in here.
I think if you
Yeah.
rub the toilet, you know when somebody's
Oh,
cheating
yeah.
on you.
Oh god. Yeah.
You instantly know somebody.
Yeah, someone's. Oh, is someone using my toilet?
Hold up. I know when somebody touches the thermostat at my house.
See, I have a toilet
I
just,
know
just,
that
just
shit,
for me
too.
in my house, so I can identify with this a little bit.
In other words, your wife has relegated you to the basement toilet beta male.
It's
Yeah.
a 5-gallon bucket. Yes.
It's a bucket. Okay. I have my own toilet. Yeah, I'm sure you're right. Yes, this toilet shall be mine. No,
No,
that's what you
I-
were relegated to.
It went from a utility sink to a 5-gallon bucket, so I've been done.
Oh, well, it's a drain.
Well, while I'm thinking about it, if you're looking to buy or sell a house, maybe interested in a new career in real estate, email
But a great toilet.
Roy at cbhsr.com. He'll make sure nobody shits in your toilet except you. Give him a call, 414-235-0763. They'd love to be your go-to for all your real estate needs. And if you're listening around the country, go ahead, call Roy, email Roy. He refers you all over the country. He's big as shit. He's awesome. He knows everybody. He will hook you up. He hooked us up. So, Molly, what should they do with this video to win a flamingo stapler?
They should do this.
You should like and share. Like and share the video.
Hey.
All right. Something's happening next to me, but we'll do some announcements. Check out the Pop Culture Podcast. We have some big name guests coming there week after week. Show's blowing up huge. We just had Bulletproof Ben on. He's got a documentary coming out. Movies with Mark, starring Mark Metcalf. Amazing episode last week. It'll be coming out shortly. We've been a little busy this week. Just imagine Mark Metcalf culturing 3 cavemen on movies.
The maestro.
That's pretty much the premise. Twisted Dreams Film Festival, Wisconsin's largest genre film festival. Molly somehow weaseled her way into becoming a assistant director of that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so did I. No big deal.
Yeah.
So it's going to be
Who
going.
weaseled? Who weaseled, really?
Yeah. Molly's riding my coattails, you bitch. So it's now going to be 10 days long, from June 4th till 10 days later. And Big Laugh Comedy Network, we got a huge meeting coming up this Sunday. We'll be launching season 3. Woo! The week of January 11th. It's going to be huge. Oh my God, the things we got to go through. What did we have? A 2-hour conversation on the fonts. If one should be a little scratchier than the other, which doesn't matter. Then we started getting into a little argument. Michael's like, well, I think the one with a little extra scratch should be because I have a bachelor's in graphic design.
I went from the clearer one because it was much more readable from a distance.
Okay. From a distance.
No, I was bullshit.
I know it was. It's just funny how, like, if they would have just told us this is your new logo, we would have all been fine. But since they gave us a choice, we got 4 people going. And don't give us a choice. Just tell us.
Just do it. Just do it.
Mike, we got a special Guffs event happening this week. Other Mike.
This Mike. Yeah.
This Mike.
Yeah, we have Guffs are going to premiere a live new song on the Circa 2020 podcast.
Hi.
Yeah.
Right here on Off the Rails. Circa 2020.
Yeah, right here on Off the Rails Studios. So they're going to put out new music, and Goran's going to do an acoustic version. So he's told me to manage expectations. It's not going to be a live band show, but so they're putting new music out Wednesday right here in Off the Rails at 7:45 on the Circa 2020 podcast.
And I just wanted to say I rewatched last week's. Dejan was great. What a good sport. What a great sport he was. Yeah. And he performed live for us. Yeah. I really enjoyed that
just
show.
Keep getting better every week. It's awesome.
Yep.
So no expectations or anything, buddy. Hey. But what are you going to sing for us?
I'm going to be singing real soon. I definitely and I don't know how that works around here.
Really bad? We got a bathroom downstairs. Can you hold it for about 10 more minutes? We'll get an interview in?
Yeah.
Tie it in a knot?
It's been tied.
Hold it. Hold it.
Let's get you.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was going to say,
don't offer him another beer.
And that's when he put
I'm not going to do it. Will
we can do that, but don't forget about this here.
Oh, yeah.
We can see underneath it.
The crotch camera.
Okay. I wonder why there's a camera under there, though.
That's the only one I'm showing you. You go ahead and use that middle stall.
Use the middle stall.
Down there, too.
It's all over, and don't run the water too hot. It fogs up the cameras. All right, here we go. We got Mike Kobin here, comedian Mike Kobin. Well, you and Mike just did a show together.
Yes, we did. First off, we thought we were going to have to cancel the show because they had 2 couples in there, and then they walked out, and we were getting close to showtime, and then people just started coming in, and we held it off a little bit, and more people came in, and more people, and Mike is beloved at that place. So we did the show. We had a great time, and then we had a little fundraiser in there, and she said, she had it was a ice bucket. She goes, I'm putting $100 in this ice bucket, and I will match anything anybody else. She drummed up some money. She's a great fundraiser. What was her name, Mike?
Diane Helmer.
Diane.
It's all my friends, and they built out that playground on 17th Ave. I know you're kind of familiar with Grafton, but they built that playground out there on 17th Ave and right by Centennial Park. And yeah, they're really good people. I've done shows for them before for fundraisers and stuff. Her and her husband, Brad Helmer, very good people.
We have to figure out a way to try to get her attached to this show to help us get some sponsors because trust me, she knows how to get things done. She really does.
Yeah, she's awesome. She really is.
Yep.
What were you saying?
Oh, I was just going to say, you're out in Grafton. How'd you get into comedy? Isn't comedy scene normally Milwaukee?
Yeah, that's where I started. I mean, I lived and grew up in Milwaukee and then went to Mequon. I was a decent basketball player.
We'll see. There's a loop outside.
I was pretty good. But
you ever dunk? You ever dunk?
I did when I was in high school.
Oh, fuck. Then we ain't playing.
I did. I used to
I could grab a rim in high school.
He says used to.
And I was real young. And I always had the kind of feel for comedy. And Will can remember, like, when I was 18 when I started. I was real young. And the only way I could get in the clubs, my mom had to come with me. So I'd be sitting in there with my mother.
Drinking a Shirley Temple.
Yeah, and she's watching all these guys go up and do these raunchy jokes and stuff like that. And she's just like, oh, my God, this is what my son's going to do. But then I met people like Will and Chris Barnes meant a lot to me. Roz Turner, who you guys I know had on
Yep.
the
Yeah.
show, she meant the world to me, and they kind of all helped molded me. I mean, when I was younger, I was kind of arrogant and just was like, oh, I'm funny. I can just get up here and just be funny every time or do impressions. And it started to not work. And Will even pulled me aside one time and was just like, dude, you got, do the assignments and start writing and this and that. And I started listening to him. And sure enough, all of a sudden things started picking up, and till I got into legal trouble, then I couldn't do comedy for a couple of years. And then
That's the sad thing about moving to Grafton.
Oh God.
The legal trouble follows you. You
my
should stay in
God.
Milwaukee, buddy. They
No,
just-
Wait,
We'll
and
talk
let me
about
just say this.
story.
Go ahead. But what I want to say is, Mike will tell you that his mom is a big fan of mine,
Oh, huge fan. She loves it.
and also
Beady
I-
eye joke. Is he gonna do the chicken, walking out chicken, or the
Oh,
Woody
God.
Allen? He used to do a Woody Allen impression back
I
in the
did. I used to do a
do it
Woody
anymore.
Allen impression. I haven't done it for years. I might pull that out sometime.
I
Who
found
knows who
remember when
Woody
I
Allen
sent you
is
that
anymore?
I sent you a picture of you doing the Woody Allen impression in Comedy Cafe. It was
Oh no!
my mom him doing the Woody Allen, and he's young and skinny actually.
If you can believe
And
it.
he's just doing
I
this
know.
Woody Allen.
You know what the opposite of skinny is?
William.
That's what he's calling you right now, dude.
Listen. Another time, I'm in Minneapolis. We go for the audition for what was the name of the stand-up comedy competition?
Last Comic Standing.
Last Comic Standing. I go with Daryl Hill. We drive up there in the middle of the night to get. There's a long line, and there's Mike Kobin and his dad waiting to be seen.
I couldn't get in without my parents back then. And I did the most tasteless jokes. I was still young. I was
You
just
weren't ready. Yeah, you weren't ready.
I did like this 9/11 bit, and it's right after 9/11, and it was all directed towards me and being, mixed and being like, oh, what if people don't realize that I'm not Middle Eastern? So I figured if I'm getting robbed, I might as well act like I'm Middle Eastern. Like, oh, don't think you want to do that. And they kicked my ass off. Alonzo's like, get the hell out of here. And I was like, oh, I think I was like the 100th person they saw too.
And this is the funny thing. Real comics like Daryl Hill and myself did not even get in the building because of clowns like him who weren't real comics yet, taking up and wasting all their freaking time. I went out there and stood in line for 6 hours. I didn't even get in the building.
I was one of the last two though, Will.
Yeah.
Just so you know. It wasn't
Okay.
like I was up
Then you
there
got
first
kicked
in
out.
line,
And they shepherd hooked you.
Oh, dude, it was bad. They're like, you need to leave right now.
Big
And
old gong or the flashlight.
that was jokes I actually had written that had been somewhat working for me, and it just not there, not on television. That's probably when I started hating TV too. I was like, well, I don't need this.
Yeah. This is
But the funny thing is like
I don't need you guys, whatever.
when you see these auditions, though, they have real comics, but they also have clownish people that they want to make the joke out of them. And you have to realize if you go there and you end up on that show, you might not be presented in the way you hoped.
It's like
Oh, yeah.
American
So-
Idol. Yeah.
Yep, pretty much.
It's a chance you have to take, But yeah, we went and we stood in line, and it was like, David, it was crazy. So the next year, I drove down with Nate and another comic, Eric Kokonis, and it was down in Nashville. The Zanies down there. So we're waiting in line, and the line seems to be moving. And I'm like, this is great. The line's moving. I think we're going to get in the building. What happened was they were bringing people who had agents and had appointments into the front. They brought us around the building into like a festival tent where we perform for like a production assistant, no camera. Just they wanted to get pictures of us standing in line. It was ridiculous. So it's like I saw what was going on, and they said, well, we'll let you know like in an hour. I'm like, let us know. So Nate, like, hey, let's go get something to eat, and then we'll figure it out. And then they're like, let's get the fuck on the road. Don't you see what just happened? Nobody's calling you. Well, maybe. No, was there a camera there? You got used. You were used so they could get the footage of you. They even interviewed Nate. but he didn't show up on TV. But I mean, like, that's the way it was. The people who had appointments, who had comics, those were the ones that were able to be seen. The rest of them, it was bullshit. So I was disappointed in that. You can't hold it, Mike?
Nope.
Mike's got to go wee-wee.
He gone.
All right.
He's
Failing.
He goes.
No, he's got a piss. I think that's a good time.
Hey, is he coming back?
He's, we don't know. Why don't we just wrap this up and get ready for the bonus episode?
That is the second.
Let's do that.
All right, Mike, where can they find us? Let's just do that.
You can find us everywhere. We're everywhere. Find us anywhere on social media at Off the Rails TM, offtherailstm.com, offtherailstm at gmail.com is our email address. Also, hey, it's a holiday season.
Yes.
'Tis the season to be giving. So find our Patreon page, same address we just talked about. Throw us a buck or two. Santa will deliver more to your house if you tip us more. We got the ins. We got
Go to our website.
Yeah,
Use Amazon.
Yeah, we got the
Yeah,
numbers.
use Amazon from our website.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. I did it this week.
Bunch of
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah.
by all means, find
This
us.
is 2 out of 3 weeks that we had a guest run out of the studio on us.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well.
I think we're nailing it. I think Off the Rails has got it covered.
I think so. Let's keep it going.
William, your son says feel better.
Thank
yeah,
you.
get better, buddy.
He's already had it.
All right, universe. Remember, Friday night, we'll be back in about 10 minutes, maybe. So remember, we're not good enough.
Thanks for tuning in, universe.